Are we on? I assume I'm still clothed. Just give me a minute here to prepare myself. Here these are. They're diesels. They're standard fare. But it doesn't matter. It's not about the underwear today. Yeah, you got the gist. Isn't that nice? I think so. I'll sit. Hello, everybody. This is not about what I'm wearing. It's where I am. This is not live. I am in New York. Things are happening, including today. Today's an incredibly busy day. It is Forbidden Door Day, so that's where I am right now. Renee and I, and Jeff Jarrett, unfortunately, and Rocky Romero, neutrally, will be hosting your 0 hour. It starts at 6:30 Eastern, and it's live on YouTube and all those other things. I'll put the link somewhere. That's why there's no hey today, obviously. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Don't worry. And yes, the Forbidden Door is open, and this week I'm going to try to grab as many weird people to sit down and talk with me as possible. But, first of all, after watching this and liking this, go watch all the other 104 episodes, I think. How did we? 100 was such a milestone. Now it's like we got 104 so quickly. Go watch, go like, go comment and share, go beat the algorithm, all that shit. And 6:30 p.m. we're doing 0 hour, which is 90 minutes. I keep trying to change the name. They're not really working with me. I have a nice coffee here. It's not Starbucks. From somewhere else, I think it's called Gregory's here in New York. It's very nice. It's cold brew. They have bulletproof. They have various teas. So I've been ordering from there a lot, and I think it's going well. What else? So we got the 0 hour. I have a new fancy jacket. The whole outfit is about this jacket, quite frankly. I hope Renee, looks comparable to me. I don't know what Rocky's going to be wearing. One of his jackets, one of his eye patches, one of his necklaces. Jeff Jarrett will absolutely have a My World polo on. And maybe some gloves to hide his tan. It's a spray tan thing he puts on. I don't need to. I think it's a little much for me to tan, so I stopped doing that years ago. And I feel great. I feel much better. So there's that going on. I also do have 2 hays scheduled that day to film. So that whole day I will be doing stuff. And maybe afterwards I'll even pop up at the Scrum. Who knows? Keep your eyes peeled. It is going to be quite a show. It's going to be a doozy of a show. It's a 90-minute 0 hour. There's at least 3 matches on the show. Who knows if they'll add more at the last minute. A lot is happening. A lot is going on. In the meantime, I'm in New York. I had a nice time yesterday. I saw my cousin. I had dinner with my cousin. Isn't that fun? Isn't that nice? I think it is. And then Monday, I'm off to Chicago because Tuesday we have the All Elite Comedy Show. It's me, Cole Cabana, Jay Lethal, Harley Cameron, Daddy Magic, and Nyla Rose. And we're all going to be there doing what? We don't really know yet. There'll be a little stand-up, a little improv. Who knows? I may just sing if I want to sing. It's any fucking business whether I want to sing or not. Otherwise, everything's good. I've got a lot of work to do, and I'm doing it. I think it's all coming together. Next week, by the way, is also Shark Week. And it's called Beach Break. Dynamite's called Beach Break. So, Tony Khan's like, hey, maybe we could go do something at the beach. So maybe me and Renee will just be floating in the water. We'll boogie board. We'll stand in the sand and do remotes from there. This is delightful. I got 1 pump of sugar-free vanilla in there, and it's changing the game. It makes it much sweeter, much more delightful. And then I guess at some point I'll have to go home. I've got, family to see. I've got a niece to see who, it melts my heart, has become a large fan of Pee Wee Herman. I got her for her birthday a plush cherry. And I think that set off, she loves cherry. It's like, well, you could watch it. And it's now become a little gateway for her, which is nice. What does talk about next week is that you got Canada Day, you got the 4th of July. Monday's Canada Day, I think. Good. I'm happy to be in the States. And hopefully I can go home on the 4th of July. I don't want to be anywhere where things are celebrated. I don't celebrate things. I observe them. And that's fine. I don't think that's bad at all. And I shouldn't be shamed for observing things the way I do. I don't like going, woo! I don't like lifting my hands above my head. You know, I don't think that's necessary. I don't need to be that close to fireworks. I would like to watch them from a building a mile away. I don't need to be near the explosion. I don't go, wow. Fireworks are so human. No other species would be interested in fireworks. They would be horrified by them. They'd be like, this is a horrible idea. Got to get out of the way. I don't know what your firework experience is, those of you watching at home. But I remember the old burning schoolhouse. What a scam that was. Way to harness adolescent rage and resistance to authority by giving us just this little cardboard box with a schoolhouse on it. We don't even have schoolhouses anymore. So they don't even look like where I went to school. And it's a little box you would really just set on fire and watch burn. And I think it sold well. And then the Roman candles, which also bother me because in Rome, they had regular candles. They weren't shooting shit at each other, drinking Goldschlager, hanging outside of a golf cart, shooting candles at each other. No, they had normal candles. They didn't have electricity. But like the etymology of the Roman candle. So I'm really looking forward to not participating in any of those. Only in New York, huh? The quintessential New York siren. Aren't I happy to be here? We need a woman sticking her head out the window saying, Larry, come upstairs. Where's my son? That kind of thing. You know, that would be fun. Or, can you go to the grocery store and get the mozzarella? And then everyone go, oh, they're Italian. I like that Sebastian Maniscalco. He says some really smart things. He really does. I'm going to say, I really didn't get to do too much in New York, and I never get to do too much of anything, really. Because when I'm away, I work now. This is my life. But then I'm like, well, what do I want to do? I got to get dressed, and I got to go out. The whole thing, why don't I just stay here? Stay here and have a good time. That's what I'm doing. I'm staying here. I'm having a good time. I tell you what else I'm looking forward to. As much as I don't like the guy in the pre-show, because he doesn't use periods, he doesn't use commas, he doesn't use anything. Jeff Jarrett in this Owen Hart tournament. If anyone is motivated, if anyone can win this and everyone pull for him, it's him. I don't know how we turned that fucking ship around. Because it was totally headed in the other direction. I don't even like being in the same building as him. And all of a sudden, I'm pulling for the guy. All of a sudden, I'm pulling for the guy. I have been watching a lot of Regis lately, actually. Which is strange. And now it's speaking through me, and that's fine by me. I don't mind it at all. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. By the time you're watching this, I'm trying on my suit. I'm struggling through toupees, and I'm trying to keep Renee in line. Because things can get away from her, you know? She really only cares about her cooking. She's in the wrestling business to push her cookbook. Let's be honest, you know? The woman's a scam and a half. And I think that's fair to say. So anyway, that's New York. I'm not doing anything. I have a show to do. I have business to attend to. Here's a final look at these. I will be back next week with brand new hay and a live coffee and underwear. In the meantime, go click all the old shit. I will see you tonight. Godspeed.